Welcome back to the channel. So I just wanted to jump on here and share a couple of thoughts. I'm pretty disturbed, to be honest with you. I've been the biggest proponent of communication, trying to find ways to resolve things, arguing with all my friends, everyone I'm in contact with, that there's always the opportunity for communication. And I'm looking around and all I see is a lot more hate and anger. And it's really, really disturbing me. But what's most interesting to me is that aside for all the really cowardly pulling of signs of babies and kidnapped people, the fighting is taking place on campuses. And you know what this means? This means that my entire issue with the IDF, that I always say their soldiers are too young. Sure, they have older, more seasoned veterans that are leading the way, but for the most part, they're kids. And these kids are fighting the war. But look what's happening over here. You go to your movie theater or your show or whatever, for the most part, you don't see it. But the war over here in America and other civilized societies are taking place on campus in colleges, which means I had it all wrong. I thought that this war was fair. It was about adults, and we're getting skipped over. I mean, what is this? All this anger and animosity. And explain to me why. You look at the Jewish side and they have their faces open and bare. And you look at the sympathizers for, I don't even know what you want to call it, Palestine. I am so confused and lost. It's amazing. They're all covering their heads. It doesn't make any sense. What do you guys want? Why is it that 10 minutes ago everything was fine and peaceful? And now that there's a war raging over there, and it is clear as day that the IDF is trying to protect their country and they don't have a choice. And they are balancing protecting themselves with protecting the enemy's people that they put in harm's way. Palestinian? What, do you want to call this country India because there are going to be Indians that are out there still complaining about things of the past? This was always the nation that was promised by God to the Jews. And if this is a religious battle, then let's bring religion into it. Enough about that. What is going on? How is so much hatred able to emanate so quickly? You watch videos of kids walking down the street right near my home with hatred and anger, thinking it's funny. I'm standing in a bagel store waiting for a bagel, and a bunch of people just blow open the door and start yelling, "Free, free Palestine." What are you talking about? I welcome any of you to talk to me, to debate me, to actually try to make peace. You guys are so busy with your peace that you want to hurt people. How does any of this make any sense? How does any of this make any sense? But the reason I'm getting on here specifically, because you've heard all of this and everybody's arguing their side, is that the war is taking place for the most part with children. And the same way we have kids out there fighting, young adults in Israel trying to defend their country. It's not Palestine, it's Israel. I am sorry. And if you're one of my best friends, I'll tell you the same thing. Admit defeat. I'm not going to go back thousands of years to who was given by God or where was it originally or what is the origin of the Palestinians. Right now, Israel is a country called Israel. Do you want to go team up with the Indians on their reservations and get them to rise up with you? Accept what is. If you have other issues, speak about them. Be clear about your intentions. But to be a part of hate, anger, for what? How does this make any sense? And every day you see more and more that it's the kids fighting kids in New York, in Tampa, in France, everywhere, all over the country, this hatred spewing. We need to remember that we are all children of God And the goal is to move forward and enjoy his world, not fight. Enjoy his gifts. Every moment that you are doing something that causes anguish to your creator, shame on you. I'm so ashamed of myself in the small things. Did I pray properly today? Was I kind to people? Did I treat somebody the right way? Small things. Did I make a blessing on my food? And you people want to use violence? I mean, come on. It's enough. It's enough. Do you not see the IDF walking along with the Palestinians, using themselves as shields to protect them? Do you not see that we are losing IDF soldiers when they easily could have flattened the whole place? They're trying so strategically, so surgically, more than any country ever would and ever has in the history of the world, to protect lives while taking out the filth. And you guys want to chant that we should get destroyed? That's your response? You guys don't sound like victims. If I affect one person today, then my job is done here because I know you're not going to listen. And please feel free to comment. Please let me know. You want to come on my show? I welcome you to any debate that makes sense. You know, I look at the next generation and I see something in their face I haven't seen in a long time. You know when the last time I saw it was? When I watch video from the Holocaust survivors that were interviewed, or reenactments, movies. There's a certain strength in the younger generation coming up. And unfortunately, I'm pretty good at these things. I'm pretty good at my gut feelings. They're getting ready for something that is unnecessary. The world is going to turn brutal if it doesn't turn back down. This needs to stop. You know, when I was younger, there was such a thing as a bad influence. There was always that one person that was strong enough that although all their friends were going to party, they'd stay home and study. Why don't you stay home and study? Why do you got to be a part of a crowd that's doing the wrong thing? And don't tell me I'm taking sides because I'm Jewish. No, we're more than happy to talk, more than happy to debate, more than happy to speak. To fight? To fight over here? And what? This is terrible. Think into yourselves. I am available. Anybody wants to talk to me, look inside. This is not the way. And I feel awful for the next generation because while they are focusing on this concept of never again, it's at a heavy price to their souls. Their souls are getting thick skinned. God bless us all. Think peace. Think peacefully. This is still salvageable. One more thing. The reason I have this background, look at it. Look at a planet. How small are you? How small am I? How minuscule are we? Imagine God's perspective is so much bigger than this, way bigger than this, endless. And you're in there somewhere, yelling and screaming about something you believe in, kicking doors, scaring people. No,